Joke's over, Proud Boys. It sure were fun as long as that mountain of Mexican blow lasted. We sure had fun, didn't we, sticking it to those absolutely demonic Democrats that throw a see fit tangling their panties when one simply mentions the filthy Mexicans in the same sentence as grabbing one's very own daughter by the moneymaker, her perfectly salmon-colored son of an orangutan's daughter. Let's face it, it was fun while it lasted to shock people who don't give even a flying squirrel squirt's worth of you. And I just wanted to become your president because he mocked me in his correspondence dinner for a good 5 minutes, so I did what would hurt him the most. So what? I gang it up with current gangster, a former Russian communist, spy in order to seize power, and most importantly, in order to absolutely tarnish Obama's impotent ebony legacy and sell out the country for personal gain. Daddy loves money and Putin understands me so candidly well it is frightening. Putin is, by the way, even richer than that little nylon Musk. But hey, we got to do the responsible thing here. We can't just say bye-bye to Constitution and become a dickless dictatorship. Not that we couldn't. I mean, we could take over Mexico and the next candidate, who in the hemp would want to occupy those wasted spaces. We could, of course, make a shit ton of money by getting me elected and You see, I could let Putin have Ukraine, and I could get rubles and build another Trump Tower in Moscow overlooking to the Muscovite Cow Stadium and start a third world war by pulling USA out of the NATO. I mean, I could do it. My dead German daddy would be ever so proud of me. We pure-blooded Germans started yet another world war. We could sell both sides same weapons and milk the living daylight out of them. And occupy Jamaica. Let's just do like my good friend Putin did in Ukraine. Just waltz in and kill old people, children, every Ukrainian ogre indiscriminately. We could do that to Jamaica and say they were black Nazis. Well, why do you say, folks, you want to see me do a third term and hang Obama in a public square, or you rather just want to do the responsible thing and stop pulling our leg to an even further extended man spread? Let's face it, we are powerless men, our dingai cut short at birth thanks to this feminist world they birthed us into. So why do you say, folks, so sorry forgot you gotta wait for the translation to catch up? Cocktail or my rod na lodi, G-ball choi, my ja kui. Putin drugi, he let me call him Vladimir Pudding if I let him annex the Baltics as well. What a fudge packer. Pudding man and the Tom Cruise packing some heavy fudge. I mean, Americans deserve to be betrayed. They believe all these lies Russian internet trolls write about Jewish space lasers and baby blood drinking Democrats. While in the meanwhile their own president praises a former communist who is actually a conspiracy theory of pedophilic monster leading a country. My main man, Batty Vladdy, merited an entire pedophilia investigation after he was caught on camera. But this is just all too juicy to overlook. No one of the conspiracy theorists care that Vladimir Pudding Boy's main investigator for pedophilia got poisoned to death by a nerve gas. No, they would rather chase lizard people down the sewers than call an actual Russian pedophile colluding daughter drawer a traitor to the Republican Party he is. No. These days Republicans would rather be Russians than Americans under Biden. Well, screw me sideways, see if I care? I am high on Nazi pervadin'. Here I come, sky-high direction pointed as if by my granddaddy's steel hard arm. Truly fuck you all. All I care is about snorting and saying whatever is needed to say for me to avoid going to prison where there is no Smurfs to snort. So why do ya say Comrade Kim and Comrade Putin? Shall we take over the world? Fuck Europe, fuck Greenland, and glug down some good old Russian Christmas glog mixed with 70% strong vodka the pudding dwarf calls Voda. Water almost like we say in New Jersey. Putinist beverages makes you slouch it like Santa Marin on duty. Just keep on twerking that twat high on Russian drugs. Soon you two will be annexed and put to a rat-ridden jail for the use of the aforementioned Putinist drugs offered by Putinist agents. The only really honorable men are the Canadian Mounties clad in red and sporting a horse between their legs. It sure as heck ain't your former failed president and his vice president Pudding Tusser of a failed war in Ukraine. It was years ago he quoted a rape song to inform Ukrainians that they will be had whether they want it or not, but it has taken years for this moral midget to even climb on the bed to finally do the deed.